quitting or leaving smoking, it changes a lot in your life. Your mental health rebalances, the brain fog goes, the dopamine levels start to settle. It will be very difficult. You will have withdrawal symptoms. May your stomach aches, and then you just feel like screaming very bad. You get very agitated. You become very short tempered, but that's for a few days. When you realize that, okay, this is just a phase and I can make out through this phase, it's then a cakewalk. And I
Yeah.
have seen significant changes in my body. My stamina increased. I put on a lot of muscle very quickly.
You know, smoking, or honestly any addiction, usually doesn't start as a big decision. It starts small, a moment, an influence, a feeling you want to silence. And before you know it, the habit grows faster than your awareness of it. Well, in today's episode, stay with us till the end because we're talking exactly about how a journey to smoking or addiction begins, how society, media, Bollywood, etc., they shape it, what withdrawal really feels like when you're trying to let go of that habit, how does it really impact you, and how sometimes the trigger to quit is as simply as finally listening to what your body has been trying to tell you all along. Well, I can say with 100% certainty that today's episode will change how you think about smoking. And sharing today's story is none other than Vismay Ingle, aka Som. That's what I'm going to call him throughout the podcast. He's Monica's son. He's no new person to the podcast because he has been with us previously, sharing his journey of overcoming his heartbreak and kickstarting his journey towards health and fitness. So let's extend a huge and massive welcome to Som, who has moved from being a chain smoker, smoking 15 to 20 cigarettes, to being this smoking free person who lives to build his health and build himself to be a better person every day. So, hey, so how are you? Welcome to the Fair Unfair Life podcast.
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me over here. Feels good to be back with another story.
Really, I mean, I am super excited. And so is Monica. Monica, you're there. You want to say hi? We can't see her in the frame, but she's there right next to Som.
Yeah, I'm too superly excited because the this case study which we are going to talk about is very close to my heart, and I hope that all the mothers there also get some relief that this is possible, and this addiction can be eradicated from their son's life. So yeah, over to you. So
Hmm.
Thanks, Monica. So, I think it's a very interesting one because Som ka jo age hai, it's the age where a lot of kids will venture out to do things which are in a mother's eyes or in a parent's eyes or in a culture eyes, we'll say ki yaar ye cheezein mat karo, this is not good for you. So we would look at it from a perspective of doubt. So Sumin is in that age. Experiment करेंगे, सीखेंगे, गिरेंगे, खड़े होंगे, that's given. So Som, I want to ask my very first question to you. Ki, tell us a little bit about how you started. Like, when was the first time you went for a cigarette?
Okay, so I started smoking in January this year. I started smoking. Before this, I was a teetotaler. I never drank. I never smoked. I was away from all of these habits. But in January, I was going through a lot of stuff again in my life. One fine day, I just decided that okay, I just need something to push my feelings down, to push this pain down. I thought that this could be the only way I can push the pain down. Yeah, so I called up one of my oldest friends because he used to smoke, and he told me that whenever you decide to smoke, you call me up first. I was like, okay, because he wanted me to smoke my first cigarette with him. So I called him up. I told him कि आज तो करना ही है. Then वो आया मुझसे मिलने. Then we went to the tapri. Then I bought the cigarette. I smoked. It didn't feel nice because I was not doing it the right way. But then after that, when I did it the right way the next time, it hit me, and then I was like, "Wow, this is very nice." Then January, mein, I was inconsistent in smoking. February, mein, I picked up the habit. Then again, I became inconsistent, and then in March, mid March, I became a chain smoker completely. I don't remember one day that I haven't smoked from March to the day before I decided that I have to quit.
So, why cigarettes? Like, there could have been other things that you could have gone to. Why did you feel like कि हाँ यार आज ये करना है?
पता नहीं, I just built this perception that smoking is done by people who are mentally broken, or mentally they they feel they have a vacuum. तो वो लोग स्मोकिंग से उस चीज को फिल कर देते हैं. द स्मोक फिल्स द वैक्यूम. दैट्स व्हाट आई थॉट. That's the perception I had in my mind.
And do you think it built from movies, from looking at people around you?
Movies played a big role in me smoking. Movies, because movies glorify smoking so much. The
Hmm.
actor, the protagonist of the movie smokes, and they make it look so cool that no one could resist. Even non-smokers, I have heard non-smokers say that, looking at him, I also want to smoke
Yeah, yeah. I
so much that people want to do it.
मुझे लगता है ये नॉर्मलाइज़ ज़्यादा हो जाता है, मोर देन ग्लोरीफाई से ज़्यादा मुझे लगता है ये ठीक है।
Yeah, I agree. And I also wanted to ask, it always comes with a warning as well that smoking is injurious to health. The packet carries it. Is it like something that, is just not visible to you? Like, does that not help?
It's not visible to anyone. I mean, कोई नहीं देखता. क्या लोग डब्बा कौन देखता है? मतलब लोग डब्बे खरीदते हैं, वो पैकेट खोल के डब्बा तो जेब में ही जाना होता है, सिगरेट हाथ में होती है. So it's like
Hmm.
nobody interested in watching the packet. I mean, लोग मस्ती मस्ती में बोल देते हैं, ये देख इसका मुंह फूला हुआ है, इसका ये फूला हुआ है. Then they have there's this ad also. They that गुटखा ads भी आते हैं. There was this Mukesh guy something,
Yeah.
uh, and yeah, they have made a lot of fun of that guy in ads. So ads तो मजाक बनाने के लिए ही हैं सिगरेट के लिए, because जिसको करना है उसको क्या फर्क पड़ता
मुझे लगता है एक रात पैकेट पे छोड़ के सिगरेट के ऊपर लिखा
वो तो जली जानी है.
वेरी ट्रू दैट्स आल्सो देयर इज अ पॉइंट
Cool. So let's talk about, because you said when you understood the technique, you said that you started feeling really good about it to the point that you were smoking around 15 or more cigarettes a day. So what does that feeling good feel like? How would you describe that?
है. यूफोरिया, डोपामिन रश बहुत होता है when you are smoking. जाती है, इनहेल करते हैं तो दिमाग की सब नसें ऐसे एकदम कनेक्ट कर लेती हैं, and then it feels very nice. In that moment it feels good, but then after that you have effects. बोर हो जाता है आदमी, अगर अगर मेरे जितना कोई तो बोर ही हो जाता
What makes you say that?
है. Because I've been through that. I have smoked packets, I've smoked boxes in one day, so it's like it's not that deep, it's not that interesting. मतलब कोई भी चीज, अगर आपकी कोई फेवरेट चीज भी है, यू कीप ईटिंग इट एवरी सिंगल डे इन इतना सारा मात्रा, उल्टी करोगे तब समझ में आ जाएगा ना कि नहीं यार, मैं इतना ये कैसे खा सकता हूँ.
Hmm,
कुछ और ट्राई करते हैं, ये नहीं करना अभी, काफी टाइम तक नहीं करना.
correct. So it's interesting you say that, because फॉर अ मोमेंट जब आपने वो कश मारा है तब आपको बहुत डोपामीन का हिट मिला है, बट देन उसके बाद देर इज अ सडन बोरिंग फीलिंग that you're also saying, and that makes you go for another one, and that makes you go for another one. Is that how you would describe it?
यस, यस. बिकॉज एक से, अब चलो एक में मन भर गया, देन थोड़े टाइम बाद योर माइंड, योर ब्रेन वांट्स दैट अगेन, दैट हिट. Second time you do it, you don't get that hit that you got in the first one. And you go for the third, the fourth, fifth करते करते 15, 20, 30. You don't know how much it goes.
Would you say that you liked smoking in a group, or you liked smoking alone?
I
What was your
enjoyed smoking.
vibe? Hmm.
It's not about a group, it's about individuality. It was just about smoking, and I enjoyed smoking. Even though I'm not doing it now, I would not recommend people doing it, but I enjoyed it. मैं बहुत openly बोलूँगा, I'll be very transparent that I loved
Hmm.
smoking.
Okay. Okay, so interestingly, when we were catching up, your sort of flip of heart happened when you got yourself a nice gadget on your
Yeah,
birthday.
this month.
Um, yes. Oh, cool. Looks good. Looks really good. And Monica was telling me that you were also, in fact, bullied because a lot of your friends and family and a lot of people around you did not really like it. So we'll go there gradually. But I
Sure.
want to explore, from your perspective, what triggered the change of coming to the side of non-smokers.
Hmm.
So tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so I think it's been 15, 16 days since I've quit smoking, not smoking. So
Hmm.
it was like one day I was just sitting and I was like, yeah, bus ho gaya. Before that, it's just like a quitting smoking is also just like a breakup. Like you're on the leaving side, like you are leaving something. So it's just like a breakup only. Like 3-4 हफ्ते पहले you start realizing कि मुझे ये छोड़ना है, पर मैं छोड़ू कैसे? कैसे बताऊं कि मुझे नहीं रहना है इसके साथ? So
That's a good
Hmm.
question.
so it's like I was like I don't know, and you just suddenly go and कि नहीं अब मुझे नहीं करना, and you don't. मेरे दिमाग में ये थॉट था कि आई हैव टू फाइंड द ट्रिगर दैट व्हाई आई स्टार्टेड स्मोकिंग. आई हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट ट्रिगर, आई हैव टू फील दैट इमोशन अगेन, एंड देन आई हैव टू रियलाइज कि अगर ये मुझे अभी भी स्ट्रांगली फील हो रहा है, इफ आई एम feeling the emotions very strongly like I felt when I smoked for the first time, I will not leave it for now. But it wasn't affecting me much. The trigger, वो trigger मुझे इतना affect कर ही नहीं रहा था. So I was like, why am I doing it now?
Hmm.
I had respiratory issues, I had sleep issues, I had eating disorders. बीमार immunity down हो जा रही थी. So yeah, I
So you
left.
started to smoke to fill a void, but then gradually you found something to replace that void in terms of whatever activities, your fitness, and everything. We talked about it in our last episode. Um, and then that started kind of showing you कि if you were smoking, it was really not working well for you because जो आप अच्छा effort डाल रहे थे वो उसको भी negate कर रहा था, right? It was impacting your health overall. And so that was starting to pile up as a indication to say कि भाई फायदा हो नहीं रहा है, चल कुछ और करके देखते हैं types.
There was also this one thing that I realized कि when I was while being a smoker, I still managed to build a foundation with my body. I with my physique, whatever it is, I managed to keep myself mediocrely healthy. I was not that healthy, but I kept myself healthy. Endurance I still had. Now then, I also thought about it in a fitness perspective. I thought कि if I quit smoking now, अगर मैं स्मोकिंग के साथ इतनी सारी चीजें कर सकता हूँ के बाद में क्या क्या कर सकता
Hmm.
हूँ. I was like okay, let's इस इसलिए भी मैंने एक this is also a reason that to build myself to build myself towards something more, to learn about the craft of nutrition more. I was like okay, let's go on the healthier side once, and let's leave it. This is also a very
It's
big
really
reason.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool because um, I think you're actively making a lot of good choices there by saying, this is what I choose and this is what I choose not to do, right?
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. So जो भी सुन रहे हैं, our listeners, I mean, सोच के देखिए आपकी लाइफ में what is really benefiting you and try to hold on more to it, and जो आपको फायदा नहीं दे रहा है उसको जाने देते हैं. It can be as simple as that. So हम एक step पीछे लेंगे. I still want to explore this little bit of your gadget. I think I wear a fitness watch as well. So it really helps me. I get my reminders to drink water, which is one of my biggest challenge to keep myself hydrated. तो मुझे बताओ कि how this gadget has really played a part in helping you come out of this addiction?
This gadget. Okay, so this is called a Whoop band. I have I have seen celebrities wearing this. Not celebrities, athletes. The athletes that I follow, the two pillars of my nutrition, like जिनको देख के I have dedicated myself so much. That's Virat Kohli and Ronaldo. I'm sure you've heard about the both of
Okay.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I saw Virat Kohli wearing this for the first time, and I was very 2 years ago. I saw him wearing this, and I was like, okay, this is good. One day I think I will buy this. Tell Papa to buy this for me. And then after that, but us time I was not that serious with my fitness. Then 2 years later, when I thought that okay, I am tracking everything now, and I need something more to check up on my recovery. Okay, I'll tell my father birthday is around the corner, and then I told him कि I want this. Then he bought this for
Hmm.
me, and then
Awesome.
yeah, धीरे धीरे करके then I started exploring the features of this band, and then
Mm-hmm.
it shows literally everything you do. It shows
Okay.
your skin temperature, your heart rate variability, how much you are sleeping, how much sleep you need. Then it shows your recovery,
Oxygen.
oxygen levels. It shows everything, and my oxygen levels were fluctuating so much. My stress levels were so high. My skin temperature was always above the level. Heart rate variability was also, I think it was very low. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, I have to fix this.
Hmm.
Then I
And
was
how were you able to associate those learnings with smoking could be the one that is causing the
Because मैं
problem?
उसके अलावा कुछ करता ही नहीं ना. I don't do anything else other than smoking. Because if I
Hmm.
if I remove the fact that I smoke, I keep myself very healthy. I eat good. I work out for like 1.5 or 2 hours in the gym. I do my cardio. I every alternate Sundays or Sundays I go and play football. Not that I'm a good player, but I just go and play it for the fun because I love the sport. So I just go and enjoy the sport. I always have taken my health seriously. Like not always, since the past 3 years, I've taken my health quite seriously. Then I was like, if I'm taking it seriously, then why am I smoking?
Yeah.
So it was the
No,
only reason. Yeah,
that's really cool. And did you see then sort of the parameters fix over the last sort of 15 days,
yeah,
1 month?
pretty much, pretty much, pretty
Very
much.
nice.
Yeah, smoking, quitting or leaving smoking, it changes a lot in your life. Your mental health rebalances because the brain fog, you always have a brain fog when you smoke. The brain fog goes, the dopamine levels start to settle with their own pace. Start with it will be very difficult. It will be very, you will have withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal symptoms may your stomach aches and then you just feel like screaming very bad. You get very agitated. You become very short tempered. But that's for a few days. When you realize that okay, this is just a phase and I can make out through this phase, it's then a cakewalk. And I have seen significant changes in my body. My stamina increased. I put on a lot of muscle very quickly. I think it was the muscle that was waiting to come out, and the muscle was telling me the moment you quit smoking, we are ready to come out. Just leave this. So it's like they were just waiting. They were just waiting कि तू छोड़ दे हम आते हैं. You just leave it. Then it happened very quickly.
That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool. So tell me a little bit about because withdrawal के बारे में हमने बात की, and I'm so glad that it has been you've been able to stick with this decision and आपने withdrawal symptoms सब handle किए. But have you seen others around you who have either taken this initiative but they could not follow through?
Yeah, I have like the group I am in. Uh, most of them smoke. So there was this one friend who just one day told me that मैं भी करूँगा try. I started laughing at first, like घंटा. But then I was like, okay, I'll do one thing. Try it for 5 days. Don't smoke for 5 days. If you feel like smoking again, go and pick one cigarette. And for 5 days, I was shocked that for 5 days, how did he do this? Then for 5 days he didn't smoke. But on the fifth day, when it was like, oh now, oh shit, अब तो पांचवा दिन हो गया, अब तो मैं सिगरेट पी सकता. So he was like, पर अब मेरा मन नहीं है सिगरेट. But then I, yeah, वो एक moment था उसका. That was a victory moment for him. I was also very happy because I knew this would happen. If you don't smoke and ऐसा मिलेगा, then also you'll be like नहीं करना.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but then he eventually started smoking again. So
That's okay. I think they will take their own time to realize. And it. I feel like these things need to come a lot from within.
yeah,
My experience has not been with smoking, but with eating. Again, I felt that if you're exercising, that really, really helps you to your willpower. It really
yeah,
helps your willpower in taking any sort of decisions which may feel extremely hard to begin with. और एक बार आप फिर डिसाइड कर लेते हो तो आपके लिए to stick to that decision is far easier if you're exercising. So um, great, yeah, I'm super super duper happy. I want to ask Monica. Monica, do you have something to add as a mother? Something to share? How was it when Som started smoking, and how is it that he stopped smoking?
So yeah, as a mother, तो जैसे ही पता चला definitely I was not that very happy, but मुझे लगा होनी को कौन टाल सकता है. It's okay, he will learn his own way, and matured बच्चा है, सीखेगा what he
yeah. I have the story for when she caught me like, oh shit, he's smoking. I
So
have the
now,
story. स्टोरी है मेरे पास. तो जब whenever I used to smoke before getting caught, अब मुझे तो I had to put that spray in my hand. कभी वो पत्ती लेके हाथ में रगड़ देना, then सौंफ लगा के then खा लेने का, chewing gum खा, all of that. I learned all of that also. I learned how to hide it also very well. But one day मैंने बस परफ्यूम एक हाथ पे लगाया, वो भी गलत हाथ में, क्योंकि मैं अपने दोस्त से बात कर रहा था, and I was so lost in talking, मैं भूल गया. और मुझे लगा ये सो गई होगी, बट ये यहीं खड़ी हुई थी. देन मैं आया कमरे में, और जैसे ही इन्होंने मेरा हाथ सूंघा, शी हैड दैट एकता कपूर का सीरियल वाला, शी हैड दैट शी हैड दैट शी हैड दैट मोमेंट वेयर लाइक क्या क्या क्या, she was I could feel her getting very anxious. जब इनको पता चला तो भी मैंने 4 दिन के लिए थोड़ा बंद कर दिया, 4 दिन के लिए. उसके बाद मैं बोला अभी क्या है, तो पता ही है.
So, my take as a mother, definitely, I was not very happy, but I was still keeping my cool because I have to trust his choice. Not that choice was very great, but I thought, okay, fine, let it just settle down and let him understand what he wants to do with his life. But
बट
सोम का
तूने
भी
एक बार भी उसको, मतलब आई एम श्योर यू वुड बी टेलिंग हिम कि मत कर टाइप्स, ऐसा तुम्हारा रोज का एक डायलॉग होता
नहीं नहीं नहीं.
अगले दिन था, स्मोकिंग से सो जान चली. बड़े बड़े तुम्हारे दादाजी सिगरेट पीते थे, वो देखो उनको, ये वो, शी वाज गिविंग मी एग्जांपल्स. बट देन मैं कौन सा सुनने वाला था.
तो
है?
एज अ मदर जो मैंने काम किया एंड आई डोंट नो इफ दिस विल वर्क विद अदर मदर्स और नो, तो मैं सोम को ना बहुत सारी मदर और सन के रील्स भेजती थी एवरी डे रिलीजियसली दैट आई एम प्राउड ऑफ यू.
शी
एवरी डे
स्पैम्ड
वो
यू.
देखे ना देखे मैं रिलीजियसली उसको सन के ऊपर आई एम प्राउड ऑफ यू एंड दिस एंड दैट बिकॉज यस द फैक्ट इज आई एम प्राउड. बच्चा बहुत अच्छा है, इसने मुझे कभी परेशान नहीं किया. नहीं झूठ क्या, आई न्यू कि ये अपना चॉइस तो बना ही लेगा, बट येस एज अ मदर थोड़ी टेंशन. एंड उसके बाद जिस दिन उसने जैसे जिस दिन उन्होंने ये रिस्ट बैंड लिया और उनका बर्थडे था, एंड आई वाज लाइक लाफिंग माय हार्ट आउट. अरे घड़ी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, क्यों लिया है, एंड वी ऑल वर मेकिंग फन ऑफ हिम इंक्लूडिंग हिज फ्रेंड्स, संजोग, मी. वी आर लाइक व्हाट रबिश, इतना इतना महंगा कोई बैंड लेता है क्या, घड़ी भी नहीं बता रहा है. एंड देन बट दिस बैंड गिव my my little son back, so I'm so thankful to Whoop. And फिर उसने मुझे आगे ये अनाउंस किया कि मम्मा मैंने ये डिसीजन लिया, तो क्योंकि मैं नागिंग तो. एंड जिस दिन उसने मुझे बताया, सबसे पहले तो मैं भोलेनाथ के, I said thank you to him because I felt that you guarded him, and that's what exactly I wanted. मैं इसके आगे सोम को बोली कि सो नाउ आई नो यू विल डू समथिंग और द अदर विद योर लाइफ। तुम बड़े बनो छोटे बनो कुछ भी बनो, बट तुम अपनी जिंदगी बहुत अच्छे से निकालोगे, बिकॉज यू नो व्हाट इज राइट, know what you have to choose, and you know what you have to let go. सक्सेस मेरे हिसाब से ये होती है एक इंसान की, एंड आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी। मैं तो तुरंत ही सोम को बोला लेट्स डू अ पॉडकास्ट, इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग वन। एंड ही सेड कि नो मम्मा, गिव इट सम टाइम, बिकॉज आई आल्सो वांट टू सी मेरे खुद के स्ट्रगल्स। एंड एज अ फैमिली बस मैं एक ही बोल सकती हूँ कि बच्चों को आप जितना रोको, वो आपके सामने नहीं करेंगे, पर वो करेंगे, उनकी मर्ज़ी है। आप उनको नहीं रोक सकते हैं, जैसे हमारे पेरेंट्स हमको नहीं रोक पाए, ये हम इनको रोक नहीं पाएँगे। और चूँकि मैं बताती रहती थी कि देखो ये अच्छा है, ये ऐसा भी हो सकता है, बट मैंने ये देखा है सोम हैज़ बीन वेरी डेडिकेटेड अपनी हेल्थ को। एंड एनवायरनमेंट बहुत बड़ा एक के लाइफ में, बिकॉज़ संजोग आल्सो लेफ्ट सिगरेट लाइक इन वन फिंगर ऑफ स्नैप की में कहीं इंप्रेशन था। ही ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू चेक विद मी कि पापा ने कैसे छोड़ा, एंड कहीं इंप्रेशन इनका अपने एंसेस्टर को। दूसरा ये बैंड आया जिसके बाद वो मॉनिटर करने लगे, अपना ऑक्सीजन मॉनिटर करने लगे, एंड दैट वाज अ ट्रिगर टू हिम। इनफैक्ट सोम, आई हैव बीन अ डाइट कॉन्शियस पर्सन, पर लास्ट 3 साल से नहीं थी। हंस लो तुम, 3 साल से नहीं थी, बट सोम की ये डेडिकेशन देख के एंड ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन देख के, बिकॉज वो कैलकाटा से जब इधर आए, बॉम्बे आए, देन ऑल्सो ही स्टार्टेड, he was 109 kgs, and I saw his transformation journey.
Hmm.
And ये बात पतलेपन की नहीं थी अभी, it was
Hmm.
not about only losing weight, it was about he picking up कि ये मसल पे काम करना है, इसको ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है, and he got me into a habit of healthy eating। ओ लेकिन आपको इस बात का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, एंड दैट इज व्हाई व्हेन ही स्टार्टेड हिज हेल्थ जर्नी बिफोर, earlier, that time also he made the difference in his group, where people started saying
Hmm.
कि हाँ ये काम किया, अपनी हेल्थ का ध्यान रख सकते हैं। सेम वे आई एम श्योर सारे फ्रेंड्स को थोड़ा कहीं ना कहीं आप इन्फ्लुएंस करते ही हो कि ये नामुमकिन नहीं है सिगरेट छोड़ना। भले जो भी इनके फ्रेंड कॉल लेते हो, बट वो कहीं ना कहीं ये देखते हैं कि ये संभव है, इतना मुश्किल नहीं है और हम कर लेंगे, बिकॉज लोग यही सोचते हैं। सो आपका एनवायरनमेंट बहुत मैटर करता है। जो आप डिसीजन लेते हैं वो आपके दोस्तों के लिए भी एक मिसाल बन जाती है, और शायद आप एक बेटर।
ये मेरे फिटनेस को इतना ग्लोरीफाई कर रही है फिलहाल तो, बिकॉज अभी मैं अभी एज आई टोल्ड आई विल बी वेरी ट्रांसपेरेंट व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग। मैं डाइट नहीं कर रहा 8 दिन से। आई एम ईटिंग वट एवर आई वॉन्ट। तो आई हैव बिकम फ्लफी, थोड़ा सा पेटलू। But I am so it's what I'm trying to tell is you can enjoy whenever you want, whatever you want. It's not necessary to be always on so strict with your regime that जो बाहर के actual pleasures हैं, जो सही में जो डोपामीन देता है, जो जो रश मिलता है, आप वो छोटी छोटी चीजें मिस करना स्टार्ट कर दो। एंड
बिल्कुल।
हाँ, so you have to have that balance, वो बैलेंस रखना पड़ता है।
I really like that because it's so important, having the cheat days, enjoying life. I think it's monotony that kills. So I think we need to keep that vibrancy. Enjoy करें अपने आप को, and it does not mean कि आप वो किसी गलत तरीके से करें। कभी कभी करना सब ठीक लगता है. So it is.
Bang on
It's
topic.
very well said, and thank you so. I would like to say ki for sharing this very transformative and very informative, very motivating journey with us. I just hope कि ये episode ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुँचे, so that they can feel कि it's not that difficult to actually stop being in that room, stop being in the comfort of smoking. Rather, you can come out of box, try to think out of the box, and create a whole life that belongs to you, that makes you feel happy despite all the wrong things that were previously making you happy. Let's say it like that. So, Bilkul, thank you so much. Any parting comments that you want to say to our listeners?
Smoking is injurious to so yeah. But no, one thing I would tell people, whoever is listening, I would tell them ki if you think that it's not the right time, it's not the right time. If your mind is saying करना है और eventually you will exploit that पदार्थ इतना exploit कर लोगे आप, you will be like I'm done with this, I don't want to do it anymore, then you'll eventually leave it. कर लो exploit अच्छे से, अच्छी चीज तो नहीं है पर मजा बहुत आता है. So exploit it as much as you can, but eventually you will leave it. If you find that trigger if you ever want to leave it, and then you will eventually leave it. So all the best for whoever is trying to quit some bad habit or just parting ways with the bad habit for even a while, trying a detox.
Thank you. Thank you so. Just a final comment to our listeners. I hope you really enjoyed this podcast today. It was what we really call as a true reflection of the fair unfair life. But अगर हम चाहें तो हम उसको fair कर सकते हैं. हम उसको अपने लिए we can make it work for us, and we can lead a very very happy life. So that's what we want. That's what we stand for here today. If you like this podcast, please do subscribe to our channel, do follow us on Spotify, and do share this episode with at least one person who can benefit from this. And with that, thank you so much for joining us today.
स्पेशली ये वाला खास इसलिए है क्योंकि मुझे पता है एज अ मदर क्या महसूस होता होगा जब हम बच्चे को ऐसे देखते हैं या पकड़ते हैं. सो देखिए, अगर आपकी इवन इफ वन लाइफ वी आर एबल टू चेंज, दैट विल बी a moment of relief and happiness for us. Yeah.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you so.
Thank
Wishing
you
you all the very best with this journey. Keep at it.
much.